So what's going on, everybody? You already know what today is. It's just another day in real estate. Today I want to talk with you about debt to income ratio. So what is debt to income ratio, or either DTI, as you may hear the acronym? So debt to income ratio is simply how much money do you have coming in each month versus how much are you spending on specific debts. Those debts would include credit card payments, student loan payments, car payments, any other personal loan payments that you have, and a mortgage payment. All of those are factored into your debt to income ratio. That debt to income ratio determines how much house you qualify for. So we're going to go through a scenario really quickly to kind of give you an example of what that looks like and maybe how things can be adjusted according to really what you would like to do or what you would like to be able to see when it comes to purchasing your home. So we have a scenario here with John and Sue. So John and Sue have great income. John is an engineer, Sue is a teacher. So they've done an awesome job of really just putting everything together and really putting a great life together. So John makes about $70,000 a year. Sue makes about $50,000 a year. Together in their household, they bring in roughly around $120,000 a year. What that means is that's about $10,000 a month that they're actually bringing into the household. So we have the income side of this equation. Let's look at the debt side of this equation. John and Sue get ready to purchase their home and they're going to do a conventional loan. Conventional loans generally require around a 43% debt to income ratio. So what does that look like in real life based on this scenario? So 43% of $10,000 would be $4,300. So if we're looking at, this is what all they have to work with in order to be able to keep all those debts that I named within that $4,300 amount that they have on this conventional loan. So John drives an F-150. Got him a brand new F-150 about 2 years ago. It was $50,000. So his payment is roughly around $1,000 a month for that F-150. Sue recently got a car, maybe last year. She got a nice Mercedes. She wanted to ride really nice, and nothing wrong with that. But that Mercedes was around $50,000 also. So Sue has about $1,000 car payment as well. So between the two of them, they have $2,000 worth of car payments that they're paying every month. Now, they also both have student loans. They went to school, they worked really hard. However, they had to have some student loans in order to get those great careers that they have. Each one of them has about $60,000 in student loans. Now, one of the advantages of some of the programs that are available is some of the programs will allow you to take what we call an income-based student loan payment. So again, based on their income, we're making an estimate that their student loan payments will probably be around maybe $200 per person. So that means that they're spending $400 per month on those student loans. Here, if they also have some credit card debt. They may have 3 credit cards each. They spend about $100 a month on the payments for those credit cards. So between the two of them, they have about $600 in credit card payments that they're making per month. So in that equation, after you take all those things, then they have about $1,300 left that they can be able to purchase a home with in their DTI requirement with this conventional loan. $1,300 may only get them around a $225,000 house. They say that's nice, but I really desire to be in the $300,000 range. You know, we want to raise our family here. We want to put them in a great school system. The homes that we see that will fit our family are more so in the $300,000 range. So that's really where we desire to be. So how do we adjust that scenario to help them get there? Now they may choose to go with the FHA loan as another option. FHA has a 55% debt to income ratio in most cases, okay? So with 55%, that just basically means that FHA normally allows you to carry a little bit more debt than conventional loans do. So if we're taking their same financial equation, they're $10,000 a month, and we're looking at 55% of that income, that means that they have $5,500 now to be able to fit those debts within. So we still have their $1,000 car payment each, $2,000. Here, FHA looks at your student loans differently though. FHA takes 1% of that student loan balance. So we talked about they had $60,000 in student loans each, which means that they have $120,000 in student loans together, meaning that 1% of the $120,000 would be $1,200. Now that's what their student loan payment would be. Even if it's in deferment, if they were paying those student loans, FHA says that they would have to take 1% of that balance as the payment, which is where we got $1,200 from. We talked about the credit cards just a second ago, so the credit cards still are the same. However, once you take this equation and you look at what comes out at the bottom, now they actually have about $1,700 that they could put towards a house payment each month versus $1,300 here on the other side. So now they're able really to get around maybe a $325,000 house versus $225,000 on the conventional option, just based on the debt to income requirements between these two different programs. Now, there are several things that we can do in order to make this work on either side. If we look at refinancing the cars and get those car payments down, that gives them more money to put towards their house payment, okay? If they pay these credit cards off, that gives them more money to put towards these house payments. Student loans are kind of going to be there. However, like we talked about, maybe they're on an income-based payment plan versus having to take 1% of the student loan balance. That also gives them more money to put towards the house payment. So there are many scenarios. So give us a call so we can help you figure out what's the best scenario for you. Looking forward to hearing from you soon.